You know that feeling when everything just seems to go right? When you wake up full of energy, your day flows smoothly, and good things keep happening? That's positive energy at work. It's like a magic force that can totally change your life. And here's the exciting part. You can actually learn how to attract more of this awesome energy from the universe. In this video, I'm going to show you some super easy but incredibly powerful ways to do just that. Get ready, because what you're about to learn could be the key to unlocking a whole new level of happiness and success in your life. Now you might be thinking, sure, positive energy sounds nice, but does it really matter that much? Well, let me tell you, it matters a whole lot more than you might think. Attracting positive energy isn't just about feeling good, although that's definitely a great benefit. It's about transforming every single part of your life. Imagine walking into work feeling so confident and energized that you nail that big presentation. Picture your relationships becoming stronger and more fulfilling because you're radiating warmth and positivity. Even your health can improve when you're filled with positive energy. It's like your body just works better when you're in a good state of mind. But here's the really cool thing about positive energy. It's not just about you. When you start attracting more positive energy, you become like a beacon of light in the world. People are naturally drawn to you. Opportunities seem to pop up out of nowhere. It's like the universe itself starts conspiring to help you succeed. If you're ready to see amazing changes in your life, if you want to wake up every day feeling excited and full of purpose, then keep watching, because I'm about to share some life-changing secrets that will help you tap into the incredible power of positive energy. Okay, so we've talked about how awesome positive energy is, but what exactly is it? Let's break it down in simple terms. Positive energy is like this invisible force that brings good vibes, happiness, and success into your life. It's the stuff that makes you feel light, joyful, and ready to take on the world. You can't see it or touch it, but boy, can you feel it. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. In the world of spirituality, people believe that this positive energy is actually flowing all around us, all the time. It's like there's this big invisible ocean of good vibes that the whole universe is swimming in. And just like you can dip a bucket into the ocean to get water, you can learn to dip into this ocean of positive energy to fill yourself up with goodness. Think of it like this. Have you ever walked into a room where everyone was laughing and having a great time, and suddenly you felt happy too, even if you didn't know what the joke was? That's you picking up on the positive energy in that room. Now imagine being able to feel that good all the time, no matter where you are or what's happening around you. Pretty amazing, right? But here's the thing. Positive energy isn't just about feeling good in the moment. It's also about how you look at the world and what you expect from it. When you're full of positive energy, you start to see opportunities instead of problems. You believe good things will happen to you, and guess what? They usually do. It's like wearing a pair of magical glasses that help you see all the good stuff in life. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but I'm not a naturally positive person. How am I supposed to get all this positive energy? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about next, because the truth is, attracting positive energy isn't about being born lucky or always having a smile on your face. It's about learning some simple techniques and making small changes in how you think and act. And the best part? Anyone can do it. Yes, even you. Before we dive into the how-to part, let's talk about what positive energy looks like in real life. Because once you know what to look for, you'll start noticing it everywhere. including in yourself as you start to attract more of it. So, in the next section, we're going to explore some clear signs that show when someone is radiating positive energy. Get ready, because you're about to learn how to spot the secret superstars of good vibes. All right, now that we know what positive energy is, let's talk about how to spot it. It's like being a detective, but instead of looking for clues to solve a mystery, you're looking for signs of awesome vibes. And the cool thing is, once you know what to look for, you'll start seeing these signs everywhere, in other people, in certain places, and hopefully more and more in yourself. First up, let's talk about what I call the magnet effect. Have you ever met someone who just seems to draw people in? They walk into a room, and suddenly everyone wants to talk to them. They're not necessarily the loudest or the best-looking person, but there's just something about them that makes others feel good. That's positive energy in action. People with lots of positive energy are like human magnets. Others are naturally attracted to them because being around them feels good. It's like they have this invisible glow that makes everyone want to bask in their light. If you find that people often seek you out for advice, or if strangers tend to strike up conversations with you for no apparent reason, congratulations. You might be radiating some serious positive vibes. Next, let's look at what I call the resilience superpower. This is a major sign of positive energy. You know those people who seem to bounce back from setbacks like they're made of rubber? That's positive energy at work. When you're filled with positive energy, problems don't hit you as hard. You're able to see challenges as opportunities rather than disasters. For example, imagine two people who both lose their jobs. The person with low positive energy might fall into despair, thinking their life is over. But the person with high positive energy? They might see it as a chance to finally start that business they've been dreaming about, or to explore a new career path they've always been curious about. It's not that they don't feel sad or worried, they just don't let those feelings take over. They have this amazing ability to find the silver lining in any cloud. Another big sign of positive energy is what I like to call being a joy spreader. People with lots of positive energy don't just feel good themselves, they have a knack for making others feel good too. It's like they're carrying around a big basket of happiness and they're just tossing it out to everyone they meet. You know that friend who can always make you laugh, even when you're having a terrible day? Or that coworker who somehow makes boring meetings fun? Those are joy spreaders. They have a gift for lifting others up. If you find that you can often cheer people up, or that your good mood tends to be contagious, you're probably a joy spreader yourself. Here's another key sign of positive energy: being a solution seeker. When faced with a problem, people with high positive energy don't waste time complaining or blaming. Instead, they roll up their sleeves and start looking for solutions. They have this amazing ability to stay calm under pressure and think creatively. For instance, imagine a team working on a project that's hit a major snag. The person with positive energy is likely to be the one saying, "Okay, this is tough, but let's brainstorm some ideas. We can figure this out." They don't ignore the problem, but they also don't let it overwhelm them. They have a kind of unshakable faith that a solution exists, and they're determined to find it. Last but definitely not least, one of the biggest signs of positive energy is being a gratitude guru. People with high positive energy have a remarkable ability to appreciate the good things in life, no matter how small. They're the ones who get excited about a beautiful sunset, who truly savor every bite of a delicious meal, who never forget to say thank you for even the smallest kindness. Gratitude gurus don't take things for granted. They have this amazing ability to find joy in the everyday moments that many of us overlook. If you often find yourself feeling thankful for the little things in life, or if you're the type of person who keeps a gratitude journal, you're definitely channeling some powerful positive energy. Now, here's a little exercise for you. Think back over the past week. Can you remember any moments where you displayed these signs of positive energy? Maybe you cheered up a friend who was having a bad day, or you found a creative solution to a problem at work. Or perhaps you took a moment to feel really grateful for something simple, like a warm cup of coffee, or a call from a loved one. If you're thinking, well, I don't think I showed any of these signs, don't worry. Remember, attracting positive energy is a skill that anyone can learn. Just by watching this video and thinking about these signs, you're already taking the first step towards increasing your own positive energy. As we move forward, we're going to talk about some things that might be blocking positive energy from flowing into your life. Because here's the truth. You're meant to be filled with positive energy. It's your natural state. If you're not feeling it, it's probably because something is getting in the way. And in the next section, we're going to figure out what those blocks might be and how to start clearing them out. Get ready, because we're about to dive deep into the world of energy blocks. And trust me, understanding these blocks is like finding the key to a lock you didn't even know was there. Once you unlock it, you'll be amazed at how much positive energy starts flowing into your life. So let's get started on this exciting next step of our journey. All right. Now that we know what positive energy looks like, let's talk about why you might not be feeling it as much as you'd like. It's like trying to fill a bucket with water when there are holes in the bottom. No matter how much good stuff you try to put in, it keeps leaking out. These leaks are what we call blocks to positive energy. And the good news is, once you know what these blocks are, you can start patching up those holes and keep all that awesome positive energy in your life. The first big block we need to talk about is what I call the negativity loop. This is when you get stuck thinking negative thoughts, which make you feel bad, which then makes you think more negative thoughts, and round it goes. It's like being on a merry-go-round of gloom that you can't seem to get off. For example, let's say you make a small mistake at work. If you're stuck in a negativity loop, your brain might start spinning out thoughts like, I'm so stupid, I always mess things up, I'm going to get fired, my whole life is a disaster. Before you know it, you're feeling terrible about yourself and everything else too. This negativity loop is a major block to positive energy because it's like you're constantly telling the universe, send me more bad stuff. And unfortunately, the universe often listens. The key to breaking out of this loop is to catch yourself when you start spiraling and consciously choose to think differently. We'll talk more about how to do that later in the video. Next up is a sneaky block that I bet most of you have fallen into at some point. I call it the comparison trap. This is when you constantly compare yourself to others and always come up feeling like you're not good enough. In today's world of social media, where everyone seems to be living their best life 24/7, this trap is easier than ever to fall into. Maybe you see a friend's vacation photos and think, why can't I afford to travel like that? Or you hear about a coworker's promotion and think, I'm such a failure. I should be further along in my career by now. The comparison trap is a massive block to positive energy because it keeps you focused on what you lack instead of what you have. Remember, Social media is like a highlight reel. People only show their best moments. Comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel is a surefire way to feel bad about yourself. And when you're feeling bad about yourself, it's really hard to attract positive energy. Now let's talk about a block that's probably been around since humans first walked the earth. Fear. I'm not talking about the kind of fear that keeps you safe from real danger. I'm talking about the kind of fear that holds you back from living your best life. This could be fear of failure, fear of success. Yes, that's a real thing. Fear of change, fear of what others might think. The list goes on and on. Fear is a massive block to positive energy because it keeps you stuck. It's like you're a bird with clipped wings. You are meant to soar, but fear keeps you grounded. Maybe you don't apply for that dream job because you're afraid of rejection. Or you don't start that business you've always wanted to because you're afraid it might fail. When you let fear run the show, you're essentially telling the universe, "No thanks, I don't want any new opportunities or experiences." The good news is, fear is often more about perception than reality. Once you learn to see fear for what it really is, just a feeling, not a fact, you can start to move past it and open yourself up to all the positive energy the universe has to offer. Road, here's a block that might surprise you: holding grudges. Yep, that's right. When you hold on to anger, resentment, or bitterness towards someone else, you're actually blocking a ton of positive energy from entering your life. It's like you're drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. Holding a grudge is like carrying around a heavy backpack full of negative emotions. It weighs you down and takes up space where positive energy could be flowing. Plus, when you're focused on past hurts, you're not open to the good things happening in the present moment. This doesn't mean you have to be best friends with everyone who's ever wronged you. It just means learning to let go of the negative feelings associated with past events. Forgiveness isn't about saying what happened was okay. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of negative emotions. Last but definitely not least, let's talk about a block that affects a lot of people without them even realizing it: the scarcity mindset. This is the belief that there's not enough to go around. Not enough money, not enough love, not enough success, not enough of anything good. When you have a scarcity mindset, you're always coming from a place of lack. You might find yourself thinking things like, "I'd better take this job even though I hate it, because I might not get another offer," or "I can't be happy for my friend's engagement because it reminds me that I'm still single." The scarcity mindset is a massive block to positive energy because it keeps you in a state of constant worry and competition. It's hard to attract good things into your life when you're always afraid of losing what you have or missing out on what you don't. The truth is, the universe is abundant. There's more than enough for everyone. When you start to shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, you open yourself up to receiving all the positive energy and good things the universe has to offer. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Wow, I think I have all of these blocks. How am I ever going to attract positive energy? First of all, don't worry. It's totally normal to have some or even all of these blocks. We all do to some extent. The important thing is that you're now aware of them. Awareness is the first step to change. Just by recognizing these blocks in yourself, you've already started the process of clearing them out. It's like shining a light into a dark room. Suddenly you can see what's been tripping you up all this time. In the next sections, we're going to talk about specific methods you can use to start clearing these blocks and attracting more positive energy into your life. These are practical, down-to-earth techniques that anyone can use. You don't need any special skills or knowledge, just an open mind and a willingness to try something new. Remember, attracting positive energy isn't about being perfect or never having negative thoughts. It's about learning to shift your perspective bit by bit until you're more often in a state of positivity than negativity. It's a journey, not a destination, and every small step counts. So get excited, because we're about to dive into some life-changing methods that will help you bust through these blocks and start attracting all the positive energy you deserve. Are you ready to transform your life? Let's do this. Now that we've talked about what blocks positive energy, let's dive into our first powerful method to attract more of it: mindful meditation. Don't worry if you've never meditated before or if you think you're bad at it. This is a simple technique that anyone can do, and it can make a huge difference in your energy levels. So what exactly is mindful meditation? It's basically like giving your mind a mini vacation. You're taking a break from all the thoughts racing around in your head and just focusing on the present moment. It's like pressing the reset button on your brain. Here's how you do it. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed for a few minutes. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Now, focus on your breathing. Feel the air going in and out of your lungs. If your mind starts to wander, and it will, that's totally normal, just gently bring your attention back to your breath. Now here's where the positive energy part comes in. As you're sitting there breathing, imagine that each breath is bringing in bright golden energy. With every inhale, you're filling your body with this warm, positive light. And with every exhale, you're letting go of any negative energy, stress, or worries. You might be wondering, how does sitting and breathing actually attract positive energy? Well, it works in a few ways. First, it helps calm your mind. When your mind is calm, you're better able to notice the good things around you. It's like clearing away the fog so you can see the sunshine. Second, mindful meditation helps you become more aware of your thoughts. Remember those negative thought loops we talked about earlier? Meditation can help you catch those loops early before they spiral out of control. When you're more aware of your thoughts, you can choose to focus on the positive ones. Lastly, regular meditation actually changes your brain. Scientists have found that people who meditate often have more activity in the parts of their brain associated with positive emotions. It's like you're training your brain to be more positive. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I don't have time to sit and meditate every day. But here's the thing, you don't need to spend hours doing this. Even just 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. You could do it right after you wake up, during your lunch break, or before you go to bed. The key is to make it a regular habit. Here's a challenge for you. Try doing this mindful meditation for just 5 minutes a day for the next week. I bet you'll start to notice a difference in how you feel. You might find yourself feeling calmer, more focused, and yes, more positive. And as you start radiating that positive energy, you'll likely notice more good things coming your way. Remember, attracting positive energy is all about creating the right conditions in your mind and body. Mindful meditation is like tilling the soil of your mind, making it fertile ground for positive energy to grow. So give it a try. Your future, more positive self will thank you. All right, are you ready for our second method to attract positive energy? This one is so simple, yet so powerful that it might just blow your mind. It's what I like to call the Gratitude Gamechanger. Now, you've probably heard before that it's good to be grateful. But did you know that practicing gratitude regularly can actually rewire your brain to attract more positive energy? It's true. Gratitude is like a magnet for good vibes. So how does this method work? It's super easy. Every day, preferably in the morning, take a few minutes to think of 3 things you're grateful for. And here's the key. They don't have to be big things. In fact, it's even better if you focus on small, everyday things that you might usually take for granted. Maybe you're grateful for the warm cup of coffee you're drinking, or for the comfy bed you slept in last night, or for the text from a friend that made you smile. Whatever it is, take a moment to really feel that gratitude. Let it fill you up like a warm, glowing light. Now, if you want to supercharge this method, write your gratitudes down. There's something powerful about putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard that really cements the feeling in your mind. Plus, on days when you're feeling low, you can look back at your list and remind yourself of all the good things in your life. So why does this gratitude practice work so well for attracting positive energy? Well, it's all about focus. What you focus on expands. When you're actively looking for things to be grateful for, you start noticing more and more positive things in your life. It's like you're tuning your personal radio to the good stuff channel. Plus, gratitude helps shift your perspective. Instead of thinking about what you lack, you're focusing on what you have. Remember that scarcity mindset we talked about earlier? Gratitude is like kryptonite to scarcity thinking. It reminds you that you already have so much to be thankful for. But here's where it gets really cool. When you start radiating gratitude, the universe tends to send you more things to be grateful for. It's like you're sending out a signal saying, "Hey, universe, I really appreciate all this good stuff." And the universe responds by sending more good stuff your way. Now, I know some days it might feel hard to find things to be grateful for. Maybe you're going through a tough time, or everything just seems to be going wrong. On those days, challenge yourself to find gratitude in the smallest things. Maybe you're grateful for the air in your lungs, or for the fact that you have the strength to face another day. Remember, there's always something to be grateful for if you look hard enough. Here's a fun way to make this a habit. Try the gratitude alphabet game. Start with the letter A and think of something you're grateful for that begins with that letter. Then move on to B, and so on. You can do this while you're stuck in traffic, waiting in line, or lying in bed at night. It's a great way to shift your mood and attract more positive energy no matter where you are. Remember, the goal isn't to ignore the negative things in your life or pretend everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even when times are tough. It's about recognizing that even on the darkest days, there are still pinpricks of light if you look for them. So, are you ready to become a gratitude guru? Give this method a try for the next week. Every morning, think of, or better yet, write down, 3 things you're grateful for. Watch how it starts to shift your energy and attract more positivity into your life. You might just be amazed at the results. Now that we've covered mindful meditation and gratitude, let's move on to our third powerful method for attracting positive energy, positive affirmations. Don't worry if that sounds a bit woo-woo to you. By the time we're done, you'll see just how practical and effective this method can be. So what exactly are positive affirmations? Simply put, they're positive statements that you repeat to yourself. They're like little pep talks you give yourself throughout the day. And when used correctly, they can be incredibly powerful in shifting your energy and attracting more positivity into your life. Here's how it works. Choose a few positive statements that resonate with you. These should be in the present tense, as if they're already true. For example, instead of saying, "I will be confident," you'd say, "I am confident." Some other examples might be, "I am worthy of love and respect." "I attract abundance into my life easily." "I am capable of handling whatever challenges come my way." Positive energy flows through me and touches everything I do. Now here's the important part. You need to repeat these affirmations regularly, preferably multiple times a day. You can say them out loud, think them in your head, or even write them down. The key is repetition. You might be thinking, how can just saying some words to myself actually change anything? Well, it all comes down to how our brains work. You see, our brains are incredibly powerful, but they can't always tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. When you repeat these positive statements over and over, your brain starts to believe them. It's like you're reprogramming your mental software. Think about it this way. Have you ever had a song stuck in your head? That's because repetition is a powerful tool for getting things into your brain. Positive affirmations work the same way. The more you repeat them, the more they become part of your thought patterns. Now, I'll be honest with you. When you first start using affirmations, they might feel a bit silly or fake. You might think, "I don't really believe this." And that's okay. The cool thing is, you don't have to fully believe them at first for them to start working. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. Here's a tip to make affirmations even more powerful. Try saying them while looking at yourself in the mirror. It might feel a bit uncomfortable at first, but it can really amplify the effect. There's something about making eye contact with yourself while saying these positive statements that really drives them home. Another great time to use affirmations is right before you go to sleep and right after you wake up. These are times when your subconscious mind is more receptive, so the affirmations can really sink in. Now, you might be wondering how this connects to attracting positive energy from the universe. Well, when you start to shift your thoughts to be more positive, you start to radiate that positivity outward. It's like you're sending out a signal to the universe saying, "I'm ready for good things." And the universe tends to respond in kind. Plus, when you're constantly reminding yourself of your worth, your capabilities, and your positive qualities, you're more likely to notice opportunities that align with those beliefs. It's like you're tuning your personal radar to pick up on the good stuff. Here's a challenge for you. Choose 3 positive affirmations that resonate with you. Write them down and put them somewhere you'll see them often, maybe on your bathroom mirror or as the background on your phone. Repeat these affirmations at least 3 times a day for the next week. See how it starts to shift your energy and your outlook. Remember, the goal isn't to ignore reality or pretend everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the positive aspects of yourself and your life. It's about reminding yourself of your inner strength and worth, even when things get tough. Positive affirmations are like planting seeds of positivity in your mind. At first, you might not see any change. But if you keep at it, those seeds will grow into beautiful flowers of positive energy that will bloom in every area of your life. So go ahead, give yourself some love with these positive affirmations. You deserve it. And watch how the universe starts responding to your new, more positive vibe. You've got this. Now that we've covered some powerful methods for attracting positive energy, let's talk about how to keep that energy flowing every single day. Because here's the thing, attracting positive energy isn't a one-time deal. It's more like taking a shower. You don't just do it once and then you're clean forever, right? You've got to keep at it regularly to stay fresh. The same goes for positive energy. So, I'm going to share with you some super simple daily practices that you can easily fit into your routine. These are like little energy boosters that you can sprinkle throughout your day to keep those good vibes flowing. Let's start with a morning ritual. How you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. So instead of hitting the snooze button 5 times and then rushing out the door in a panic, try this. As soon as you wake up, before you even get out of bed, take 3 deep breaths. With each breath, think of something you're looking forward to that day. It could be as simple as your morning coffee, or a chat with a friend, or even just the fact that you get to wear your favorite shirt. This simple practice helps you start the day on a positive note. Next, as you're getting ready, try putting on some upbeat music. Music has an incredible power to shift our mood. Choose songs that make you feel good, that get you energized and excited for the day ahead. It's like giving your energy levels a little jump start. Throughout your day, try to sprinkle in what I call mindful moments. These are brief pauses where you stop whatever you're doing and just tune into the present moment. It could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths and noticing how your body feels. Or maybe you take a moment to look out the window and really see the sky, the trees, or whatever's out there. These little breaks help interrupt any negative thought patterns you might be falling into. They're like hitting the reset button on your mind. Plus, they help you stay connected to the world around you, which is a great way to notice all the positive things that are always there if we just take the time to look. Here's a fun daily practice. Try to do at least one nice thing for someone else every day. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe you give a genuine compliment to a coworker, or send a funny meme to a friend who's having a tough day, or even just smile at a stranger on the street. When you spread positivity to others, you actually boost your own positive energy too. It's like the old saying, what goes around comes around. Plus, making others feel good just feels good. It's a win-win. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect. Think about 3 good things that happened that day. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you had a really good sandwich for lunch, or you finished a task you'd been putting off, or you saw a cute dog on your way home. This practice helps train your brain to look for the positive. Over time, you'll start noticing more and more good things throughout your day. It's like you're tuning your personal radio to the good stuff channel. Try to spend at least a little time in nature each day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Go for a quick walk in a park, tend to some plants on your windowsill, or even just step outside and feel the sun on your face. Nature has an amazing ability to recharge our batteries and boost our mood. It's like plugging directly into the positive energy of the universe. Plus, being in nature often helps us gain perspective on our problems, making them seem a bit smaller and more manageable. Make it a point to laugh every day, watch a funny video, read some jokes, or call that friend who always cracks you up. Laughter is like an instant energy boost. It releases feel-good chemicals in your brain and helps melt away stress and tension. Plus, when you're laughing and feeling good, you're much more likely to attract positive energy and good experiences. It's like you're sending out a signal to the universe saying, "Hey, I'm having a great time over here. Send more of this my way." Remember how we talked about the power of gratitude earlier? Well, here's a way to make it a daily practice. Every night before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big things or small things, anything that brought a smile to your face that day. This practice helps you end your day on a positive note, no matter what kind of day you've had. Plus, over time, you'll build up a collection of all the good things in your life. On tough days, you can look back through your journal and remind yourself of all the positivity that surrounds you. Remember those positive affirmations we talked about? Set reminders on your phone to pop up a few times throughout the day with your chosen affirmations. It's like giving yourself little pep talks throughout the day. You could set one for the morning to start your day right, one for midday when you might need a little boost, and one in the evening to end your day on a positive note. Take a few minutes each day to visualize your ideal life. Close your eyes and really imagine what it would look like, feel like, sound like. Imagine yourself full of positive energy, attracting all the good things you desire. This practice helps align your energy with your goals and desires. It's like placing an order with the universe. The more clearly you can visualize what you want, the more likely you are to recognize opportunities when they come your way. Remember, the key with all these practices is consistency. You don't have to do all of them every day. Start with 1 or 2 that resonate with you and make them a regular part of your routine. As they become habits, you can add more if you want to. These daily practices are like little seeds of positive energy that you're planting throughout your day. At first, you might not notice much difference, but if you keep at it, day after day, you'll start to see those seeds grow into a beautiful garden of positivity in your life. So, are you ready to supercharge your daily life with positive energy? Give these practices a try and watch how your life starts to transform. Remember, every little bit of positivity you add to your day is a step towards a more vibrant, joyful, and fulfilling life. Wow, what a journey we've been on together. We've explored the incredible power of positive energy and how it can completely transform our lives. From understanding what positive energy really is, to recognizing the signs of it in our lives, to identifying the blocks that might be holding us back, we've covered a lot of ground. We've learned powerful methods like mindful meditation, the Gratitude Gamechanger, and the power of positive affirmations. These aren't just feel-good techniques. They're practical tools that can help us tap into the abundant positive energy that the universe has to offer. And let's not forget about those daily practices we just talked about. These simple yet powerful habits can help us maintain a constant flow of positive energy in our lives. From morning rituals to evening reflections, from mindful moments to laughter and nature connection. We now have a toolkit full of ways to boost our positive energy every single day. But here's the most important thing to remember. Attracting positive energy isn't about being perfect. It's not about never having a bad day or never experiencing negative emotions. That's not realistic, and it's not even desirable. We're human after all, and our range of emotions is part of what makes life rich and meaningful. What attracting positive energy is really about is changing our overall outlook. It's about training ourselves to look for the good, even when things are tough. It's about believing in the abundance of the universe and our own worthiness, to receive that abundance. It's about sending out good vibes and trusting that those good vibes will come back to us multiplied. As you start to implement these methods and practices in your life, be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's like planting a garden. You don't put the seeds in the ground and expect to see flowers the next day. It takes time, consistent care, and a bit of faith. You might have days where you forget to do your gratitude practice, or where your meditation feels distracted, or where you just can't seem to find anything positive to focus on. And that's okay. The key is to not give up. Just like you wouldn't abandon your garden because of one day of forgetting to water it, don't abandon your positive energy practices because of a few off days. Remember, every little bit of positivity you add to your life makes a difference. Every grateful thought, every deep breath, every kind word to yourself or others, it all adds up. It's like you're building a positivity muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. And here's the really exciting part. As you start to radiate more positive energy, you'll likely notice that your external world starts to change too. You might find yourself attracting more positive people and experiences. Opportunities might seem to pop up out of nowhere. Problems that used to seem insurmountable might start to feel more manageable. This doesn't mean that life will suddenly become perfect or that you'll never face challenges again. But what it does mean is that you'll be better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. You'll have a deep well of positive energy to draw from, even on the toughest days. So, I encourage you to take what you've learned here and put it into practice. Start small if you need to. Maybe begin with just one daily gratitude practice, or a few minutes of meditation each day. As these habits start to feel more natural, you can add more. Remember, you have the power to shape your own energy and, by extension, your own life. You are not at the mercy of external circumstances. You have the ability to choose how you respond to what life brings your way. And by choosing to focus on the positive, by actively working to attract more positive energy into your life, you're choosing a path of growth, joy, and fulfillment. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of positive energy. I hope you feel inspired and empowered to start attracting more positivity into your life. Remember, the universe is full of abundant positive energy, just waiting for you to tap into it. So go ahead, open yourself up to all the good that's out there. Your more positive, more vibrant life is waiting for you. Here's to your journey of positive energy attraction. You've got this.